You might think you've explored enough of the world, but scientists say there are about 8.7 million animal species on Earth. And there are creatures lurking deep in the ocean that no one has seen. Even above water, there are animals that are just shiny little cute bugs, while others are huge birds with scarily strong bills. Whatever they are all very fascinating creatures. But one that is worth looking at is a fish with a glass head. So here are 10 rare animals that have rarely been seen. Let's go. Number 10. Long-wattled umbrella bird. Usually, female birds don't have too many colorful features, since it's the males that have to impress the lady. And this bird is going to be like nothing you've ever seen. It almost looks fake with its long wattles, which are just flabby hunks of skin like turkeys have. Except, the umbrella bird can retract and extend this wattle as they desire. Because of the bulky wattle they have attached, they can only fly short distances, and even those flights are quite clunky. Moreover, these birds are only found in humid areas such as the subtropical places of South America. They like to hop around branches in the tree canopy in their alone time, which is usually most of the time. Number 9. Golden tortoise beetle. The richest of all the bugs has to be these gold bugs, otherwise known as the golden tortoise beetle. But if you look closely, you'll realize it looks like it's wearing a little spacesuit. That's because of their outer margins, which extend out and are almost transparent. They're not always golden though. During different stages of their lives, they turn different colors. Even when they're touched, they turn into a reddish brown as if they're blushing. That's not all. When you disturb these little bugs, they'll pretend to be dead. Other than that, their diet is simple and just consists of any foliage that they can find, but their favorite sweet potato. Unfortunately, there's not much that we know about them that only appear for a few months.
Before we move on, we've got a speed challenge for you. If you subscribe to Facts Junkie and hit the bell icon in the next 5 seconds, you'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Give it a shot, it actually works.
Number 8. Shoebill. Nature has all sorts of beautiful specimens that are mesmerizing to look at, but the shoebill isn't one of them. In fact, it looks more like the stuff of nightmares than anything. With its bill that's shaped like a bill, these animals are anything but cute. These individuals are actually storks that can reach the height of 4 feet. Moreover, they are excellent predators. Their long legs help them lurk around marshes with ease. Usually, they prey on reptiles, rodents, and even fish, but some have been even seen to capture baby crocodiles. Their huge beaks are very strong and can bite on anything. Not humans though, so don't worry. Other than that, they're only found in East Africa. So unless you're going there, you'll be safe from their huge beaks. Number 7. Pangolin. Unfortunately, dragons aren't real. So if you were waiting for one, don't be too disappointed. However, the closest thing we can give you to a dragon or a mythical creature is the pangolin. With its big and beautiful scales, it looks like it belongs in Game of Thrones. They're a lot like armadillos, since these animals like to roll up into a ball too. However, they're not even related to them at all. In fact, they're more closely related to carnivores, as they like to eat ants and termites. Moreover, they can't really see or even hear, but their sense of smell is amazing. Number 6. Hummingbird hawkmoth. We've all learned a few things about hummingbird, especially the fact that they're absolutely adorable. And we also know about moths, but have you ever heard of a hummingbird hawkmoth? These insects are actually moths, but they're not like regular moths. In fact, they're much larger, almost the size of a hummingbird. And they also like to feed on the nectar of tube-shaped flowers. These moths really like flying, which means we can see them flying during the day, dusk, dawn, and even in the rain. What really intrigued the scientists was their ability to identify colors that even honeybees can't detect. Now that's real talent. Number 5. Sun bears. When you think of bears, polar, grizzly, brown, and black all come to mind. But what no one is that bears have a secret cousin that is much cuter. We're talking about sun bears. These animals are the smallest bears in the world, and most adults weigh over 100 pounds. How adorable! To make them stand out even more is their long tongues that can reach up to 9 inches. They use this long tongue to find honeycomb and lick out all the honey they can find. Sound familiar? That's because Winnie the Pooh was actually a sun bear, also known as a honey bear. Other than honey, sun bears also eat a lot of fruit. No wonder they're in great shape. Lastly, the reason they're called sun bears is because of the golden or white patch on their chest that looks like a rising sun. Number 4. Indian purple frog. As suggested by their name, they're clearly found in India. But that's not what's weird about them. It's the fact that they literally look nothing like frogs at all. Other than their very slimy skin and dark purple color, they are basically shaped like a lump and look like they have no defining features. But this irregular shape actually has an advantage. They spend all their lives underground, so this shape helps distribute the pressure equally. The reason why they're so rare is that they're just really hard to find, thanks to their lifestyle. But what do they do underground? Well, they suck down termites and other such insects and only come to the surface to mate. They're so good at hiding that they were only officially recognized in 2003. Number 3. Leafy sea dragon. Sea dragons are the cutest little sea creatures ever. But what's better than them is the leafy sea dragon. They're the more exotic looking cousins of the seahorse, all thanks to their leaf-like extensions that look exactly like seaweed. Along with giving them a great way of camouflaging, it also makes them look like the most majestic floating critter ever. From the moment they hatch, sea dragons are completely independent. They look for food on their own and do everything else by themselves too. The only time they look for a partner is when they mate. But even their mating process is very different from normal animals. It's usually the males that care for their eggs by carrying around eggs in a little pouch. In short, they're very busy fathers. Number 2. Barrel eye. It's a known fact that the deeper you go into the ocean, the weirder stuff you find. You get angelfish, ancient sharks, and see-through bodied fish. Wait, what? The barrel eye fish is one that blows every biologist's mind. It was only in 2004 when scientists found out that this fish would never need an X-ray because its head was completely visible. When a specimen was being dragged up, its head simply exploded because it was way too fragile for that. Later, when scientists had the right equipment, they found out that this fish has a dome-shaped head filled with a clear fluid. What's even weirder was that their tubular eyes look like they were fixed in an upward position. Their eyes are extremely sensitive, so they detect even the slightest bit of light in the ocean. This allows them to locate fish that emit bioluminescent light. Number 1. Sea pen. Finally, we have the weirdest creatures that you would easily mistake as a kid's toy. The sea pen gets its name from its very apparent appearance. Other than looking like an old-fashioned quill pen, these creatures have some of the most evolved features in nature. They like to colonize in groups, and when they're stimulated, they light up. Yes, like a bulb. They may look like regular sea anemones or seaweed, but when they light up a bright green on the sea floor, it's a wonderful sight. If you ever want to go diving, Make sure it's somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, because that's where these creatures live. Alright, let us know in the comments below which of these rare animals you found the most fascinating. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Facts Junkie, and we'll see you in the next one.